Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm just going to start off real quick by saying this is post commentary. I recorded this whole episode and then realized I didn't hit record audio. So yeah. But to start off all this, we're going to go up here and we're going to change to Sandy. Now something about going on to Sandy that I never really liked was the fact that she doesn't have an intro scene or anything. She just kind of appears. You go up to the bus stop and you pick her and that's it. She's pretty cool though, because she's a lot more aerodynamic than SpongeBob and Patrick. She can use her lasso as kind of, as you see, hover type thing. Also, I want to take the time to say this is the first time I've ever had to do post commentary. And watching myself play the game and not remember anything I was trying to say is quite weird. Trying to make commentary for this. I'm probably going to edit quite a bit out because I spent a lot of time doing stuff that is kind of pointless unless I was talking at the time. But as you could see, Sandy cannot ground pound. She can only do a straight on attack with her karate chop and use her lasso as a ranged attack, like so. So instead of ground pounding those flying saucer guys, you use your lasso to tie them up and destroy them that way. Sorry about that, cut out the walking so you wouldn't have to see. But yeah, I don't really know how to treat this because it's really weird commentating over something I've already commentated on. Like, I feel really bad for not paying attention and just messing up like I did. There's some extra shiny objects over here if you so choose to get them, and it's fast. I don't see why you wouldn't, because you can make it back up fast like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm being kind of stupid here. I thought there was something back here, and there was. So I'm glad I was doing that. See, this is weird because I recorded this like 2 or 3 days ago now, so I don't remember any of it at all. So I just kind of ramble here. I'm going to take this time to talk about the thing I saw on TV. I've saw it for a little while now, but I'm not explaining this because it should be obvious. It's a regular attack. It's not anything complicated. But anyway, just on TV, I saw this thing called Teen Titans Go, and I thought it would be crap. I really did. By the way, sorry about that. What happened there was, I do remember this. When I was recording, the audio for my recording went out, so I had to redo the thing. But anyway, so I saw Teen Titans Go, and I thought it would suck, but I was very surprised at how they could turn such a serious action show into something as goofy as they did. It really impressed me, and I greatly enjoyed it. For any of you who don't know what Teen Titans Go is, it's basically taking the Teen Titans characters from that old TV show on Cartoon Network back in the day, which was amazing, mind you, and basically showing what they do on their days off. Just when things are slow and not much is going on, yeah, that's what happens in the show, and it's truly amazing. I love it. Excuse me there. A thing you can do that you kind of have to do to get one of the steering wheels is you can go right over there and get a steering wheel. Now luckily I would normally be mad because that would require a lot of backtracking, but if you got the box right beforehand, you can jump right on in the box and get right back to where you were. Luckily the game designers weren't that big of jerks. So just flying over and get a golden spatula, and that saves your troubles. No, it doesn't save your troubles. Flying over and get a golden spatula and saving game. Saving game is good. Anyway, you go right on into this rooftop place, and it leads into a scene. Here and watch. Come here and watch.
Hey Larry, what's shaking?
Sandy! Boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My TV reception has been terrible lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one.
Yes, sir. That there antenna is shinier than a $3 bill. Well, why don't you replace it yourself?
I'm not really much of a jumper.
So, what's jumping got to do with it?
Because the old antenna is up there.
Woo! That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea.
The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and Spongebob do to get across these gaps. All I can do is flex! Wanna see?
Yeah, great. So what are you gonna do with the old antenna?
Oh, that? It's yours if you replace it with a new one.
Well, I have been getting bad TV reception in the tree dome. Okay, Larry, you got a deal.
Why was he using a golden spatula as a TV antenna? Please, someone answer me that. That really doesn't make... But, well, that was a thing. I hate those enemies so much. They are annoying. I hate them with a fiery, burning passion. You will see later in this level why I hate them so much. Sorry about that. But anyway, golden spatula as an antenna. I won't complain about having to scale buildings and whatnot, because I like scaling buildings and whatnot. It's fun. It's very fun. But it's kind of stupid to put that as your antenna. I mean, it takes away the realism of this undersea squirrel that I need to have. But I won't complain much because this level is about scaling buildings. And I love scaling buildings with a passion. Like, not just buildings, scaling anything. Some of my favorite levels in video games are just when you're at the bottom of something and you need to get to the top. Whether it be a lighthouse or a group of buildings, or the game is... I'm leaving this death in because that was stupid. I don't know why it would aim at a box and not the enemy trying to kill me. But anyway, I love scaling things, whether it be a lighthouse or just buildings or a mountain or anything like that. If in a video game it makes me scale something, I will be a happy panda. A very happy panda. Now right over here, you have to pay shiny objects to go up and be able to hit this button, which will give you a timed event to swing all the way across here and get a golden spatula. Sorry about that. And I love stuff like this too. I love being able to swing across places and just, it's so fun. Whether it be like vines or anything like that, it's always fun. Like the grappling hook in Little Big Planet 2, that thing's amazing. One of the best parts of the game. I love it so much. But anyway, if you go across there, you can get a golden spatula, and there's a box that'll take you right back to where it is, so there's like no reason not to do this. I think I missed some stuff for scaling the bottom there. It's nothing major if I remember. If it isn't... No, wait, I remember where that is now. The past me didn't know where that was, but I noticed where it was. It was actually back at the beginning of the level, it looks like. It was the building you came out of. So that's pretty cool. I still might have missed some stuff back there. If it's anything major like a Patrick sock, then I'll go back and get it later in the game. But I'm not going to make a big deal about it unless it's something important. Now, these tartar saucer guys, they're very annoying on this level because if you're flying and they hit you, they will kill you. That's instant death because they will knock you into a pit. Them and the guys who shoot missiles both do that, making them both incredibly annoying. I would suggest you do not go over there. I would suggest you go back and get this now. It might be easier to go back and get it later, but that requires a lot of backtracking then. It's possible to go get it now, so just do so. It's good. It took me a minute to figure out where I need to go because I'm slightly stupid. So I just made the assumption and went over here, and it worked. Now this next area up here always gave me problems as a kid. For some odd reason. Looking in hindsight, I don't know why it gave me problems because it's really easy just looking at it. I was a bad gamer as a kid, I guess. But I always thought this part was cool. Incredible bounciness. I think I have had the game glitch before and have it not register a bounce, and I just went off falling for no reason. That's always annoying. But this game doesn't have a whole bunch of glitches, so it can pass. As you can see though, there is why I hate those missile things. Because that's a jerkish placement, yes, but they get even worse later on. I mean, they just get really, really jerkish with the placement of the missiles in this level. It will murder your family, man.
There's another one.
Your family and your face, but mostly your family's face. Also, there's a purple shiny object over there that if you just wait and be patient to get, it's worth quite a bit. We're getting close to the end of this building segment. There's not a whole lot left. And thankfully, because I'm actually running out of things to talk about. I'm also incredibly stupid when it comes to some things. And I don't recognize that dynamite hurts you. It's a novel idea. Like, I'm all okay with climbing up things like I said earlier, but I will say watching this, it's not very entertaining. It's lasting a little too long for my taste. If I was playing it, I would be having a lot more fun because I love platforming. Platforming is amazing. Platforming is the reason I play this game. But just looking back on it, I don't know why anyone would watch this level because it's boring. But it is one of my least favorite levels in the game for a reason. Now Patrick, he slides on his butt, SpongeBob slides on his tongue, but Sandy has her own way of sliding. She, if it'll give me just a second, she surfs on a shell, which is pretty cool, like she does on the boarding thing in the, what is it? She boards like she does on the Sand Mountain place in SpongeBob. Also, back there is one of Patrick's socks, but falling down makes you have to restart the sliding thing again. Well, it's not that big of a deal. It should be mentioned that it takes a little bit of your time. Also, this is the jerkiest placement of a missile. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I died so many times, especially on this part, because you have to lasso it to get over, but the conveyor belt's moving. But that is the end of this building section, finally. We, I guess, replaced the antenna. It never really shows her replacing the antenna, but I guess it happened. For the next part, though, since Sandy can't ground pound, we have to switch back over to our little Squarebob. I don't know why I paused there. I don't know. There's your box to get back if you so need it. Back here is one of Patrick's socks, so I would suggest picking that up. Free golden spatula stuff. And then we shall go on into the lighthouse. I'll admit, the view you're seeing right now is not my first time through the lighthouse. But since this is post-commentary, I can cut out fails like that. I did die at the very bottom of this, because it gets hard at the very bottom. But this is basically a gauntlet. You go through level after level of robots. Of course, it's smart to destroy that machine as soon as you can, so that way it'll stop spawning robots. If not, you'll be stuck on the level indefinitely because it'll just keep spawning. Luckily, for each level, they do give you an extra pair of underwear. That's somewhat generous. Now, I'm lucky I get to show this full run because I wasn't going to get to before, but I actually did pretty good in this run for how many robots they throw at me. Like, I'm other than this part. Of course, now that I suck at it, like now that I'm showing the one part that I sucked at it, that's what I'm talking about. If you hit that Thunder Tiki before the other ones fall down, you will get a lot of golden, not a lot of golden, a lot of shiny things, including one purple one, which of course is always worth it. Now this final floor here is incredibly hard. With the 2 monster spawners, it's ridiculous the amount you have to deal with. I would highly suggest getting rid of the missile guy first. Just get rid of him as fast as possible, because he is what killed me the first time. But when you beat them, not only do you get a shiny object, but you get the last steering wheel from Mrs. Pup. I'm just messing this up bad. Golden objects and shiny spatulas. What is going on here? But anyway, collect all of them, and you'll also get a trampoline segment to get up to Patrick's sock. Cutting out a fall. But of course, should be simple enough. Just bounce your way on up and get Patrick's sock. With that, we're just about done with this level. There's only one golden spatula that we do not have, and that is one that we can't get until later on in the game when we get a later move. So this is the last little bit. If you step right outside, you'll actually see that this is me showing that there's only one golden spatula that we can't get right now, other than that first one, which of course is Mrs. Puff's. But actually, if you step out of this building, then Bubble Buddy will say a very pointless line.
You'll have to open this door from the inside.
Thanks for telling me, Bubble Buddy. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the walk back to Mrs. Puff, and I'll see you then.
SpongeBob, I'm impressed. How did you fight?
Well, there were these robots. I met Sandy, and the lighthouse was...
Okay. Sorry I asked. Here's the golden spatula that I promised you.
Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Now I'll help you guys evacuate.
But SpongeBob, you don't have a driver's license.
Oh, don't I?
No, you don't.
Well, if I don't, then what's this?
A library card.
Oh.
Oh, SpongeBob, you silly person. Anyway, with collecting the golden spatula, that's all there is to it right now. Well, that we can do, like I said, right now. You can come back and get that golden spatula later. This game does involve a slight bit of backtracking, but not a whole lot, since you can use the taxi system to get around easily. But all that's left is to go back to the hub and end off the episode. Now, before I end it, I am going to go ahead and buy a couple of golden spatulas from Mr. Krabs, just because I can.
So, do you want to trade shiny objects for a golden spatula? That's quality craftsmanship, that is. Come again. So, do you want to trade? That's quality craftsmanship, that is. Come again. Your treasure chest's looking a bit light. Your treasure chest's looking a bit
Anyway,
light, boy.
That's the end of this episode for right now. I'm glad I was able to cut out a lot of the mistakes I've made, but I didn't enjoy the editing. I didn't enjoy having to do post commentary as much as live commentary. It got very boring for me. Hopefully, though, next time I won't mess up like I did. But anyway, I'll be ending off this level here. As you can see from that sign over there, the next level we'll be going to is actually my favorite level in the game, Goo Lagoon. It's that one over there with the 10. Past me, quit walking around. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time with hopefully live commentary. Goodbye.